Yeah, mate, we're live. Thank you for coming on, Paddy The Baddy Pimblett. How you doing, mate?
All good, all good.
Mate, thank you so much for coming on. Mate, before we start, I've got to go on. I watched you on Twitter yesterday. It was going off, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like
With Aaron Chalmers. What the fuck started that?
no, someone else mentioned them to me, and when someone asked me something about someone on Twitter, I just tell it how it is, and
You do, mate.
I did. Loads of people thought, yeah, we'll jump on him. Loads of Irish people done it because he's joined SBG now, and then
Oh, is he? Yeah.
loads of Geordies, obviously, know what I mean, but I'm not asked, I'll argue with anyone.
I know, I've seen you on Twitter, mate. Like, does it not bother you?
No, just carry on and carry on. I just sit there laughing.
These trolls are mad, though, aren't they, mate?
Yeah.
Like, we had it a few years back on Tattoo Fixers. Like, it was just, they're manic, aren't they? They just give it you, like,
all
proper,
with,
don't they?
with fake profiles, like, like display pictures and that.
Yeah. But I've seen, do you know what? I've watched, kept an eye on your stuff, and you proper go at them, don't you?
Yeah.
Mate, it's funny as fuck because I think, like, you've got a big following as well, haven't you? And so I've seen a few times you repost their profile, don't you?
Yeah.
And I always think, you know, when I see these trolls, I always think, when someone's in the public eye and they've got a profile like that, they don't realise the moment you post their profile, they're going to get a load of shit off the people that follow you.
Yeah, sometimes I've tagged them in it as well. Like there was ones might have been last summer, where people mentioned stuff like Hillsborough and that too, you know what I mean?
Oh, do they? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd just put theirs up and people made them delete it. That many scousers got on them, know what I mean?
What do they say, like?
I can't even remember, you know, I'm glad I can't remember. Something like, one the other day got on me when I was in Turkey because I stood on a bug. Didn't even squash it, I just like went like that and put out, this was in my bird's ear. I flicked it off and I thought it was a moth. You know what I mean? I went like that, and then 15 minutes later, some woman jumped up, something in my ear. So I put my light on and went, let's see what that was, and it was a big massive cockroach. So
shit.
I'd already like half squashed it. Some kid, this was an Everton fan now,
Oh,
did
God.
message me saying, typical red murderers.
Fuck it, really?
Yeah. But like,
shit, mate, that's brutal,
them
isn't it?
ones in the last year were worse, and I tagged them in it, and one fella ended up ringing me saying sorry and that.
Did he, yeah?
Yeah, like I got his number and I rang him and I was like, lad, you know what I mean? It's your own fault. For
Mate, they would not expect that at all, would
No.
they? They probably think they're just going to write it. Chances are they think you're probably not going to see it, and if you do, you're not going to respond anyway. But I bet they shit themselves when you phoned up.
Yeah. He sent me his number and I phoned him. He was like, sorry about that, blah, blah, blah. So I took his one down, you know what I mean, and left the other ones up.
Yeah.
And some people got some crazy shit, like.
Yeah, man, that's mad.
The messages I get are mad. Like,
I know.
It was funny that I was talking about it on the way here. Dan mentioned it to me. One kid, I can remember it, messaged me in 2016 when I won a few fights. Oh, lad, you're sick, this and that.
Yeah.
And then when I got beat by Nad, he messaged me the next day saying, oh, lad, you're shit. I've made up, you got beat or something. And I can remember posting his profile and he had to delete his account. Which was great.
People just giving it him. It's typical though, isn't it, mate? They jump on it when you're doing it, and then as soon as you have a loss, mate, they've
That's
just
it. Everyone jumps off, and then when you win again, lad, they jump back on. It's mad.
That's fucking crazy, mate. So when did you first get into fighting?
I started training when I was 15.
15?
Yeah, it just went one day when I was 15 and loved it and carried on going.
What made you want to go?
One of my mates by ours, Kyle, he was into the UFC.
Yeah.
And like he'd showed us stuff and little bits, and then ended up watching one. It was UFC 103, Belfort first Franklin.
Yeah.
Belfort knocked him out in the first.
Yeah.
And then I went on a run at like 5 in the morning, like a proper weirdo.
Yeah.
Got home and then started going to the gym on a Wednesday, the 20th of January, and then just fell in love with it. Just kept going every day, and I ended up getting a few fights. Took my first fight on a week's notice when I was 16.
Shit, did you?
Against some fella who was 24 and won by decision.
Did you? Yeah.
And then just all went on from there.
What was it like? What was your first fight like? Were you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit. But that was just because it was my first fight, you know what I mean? Everyone said to me, like, I was like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Everyone was like, lad, you won't, you'll come out, you'll throw a leg kick, an overhand, and you'll shoot in. And I did exactly that.
Did you?
Threw a jab leg kick, threw an overhand and shot in.
Yeah.
And took him down. He nearly armbarred me at the end of the first round as well, to be fair.
Really?
The buzzer went as like he was extending it, and I just sat in it and then ended up taking him down the next 2 rounds.
Shit, man. And he was 24?
Yeah.
So he was well experienced as well, man.
I don't think he'd had that many fights.
Oh, he just started
like something, yeah. But he was obviously fully grown man. But I just wrestled him. You know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't an exciting fight.
Really?
Just knew he was a striker. Just wrestled him. Knew I could grapple him.
So I mean, that was your first fight, and you said you wrestling. But did you find that wrestling was what you were really good at that point, or was it just?
No, I was good at taking people down and like staying on top. I'm still good at that now. When I get on top of someone, they can't normally get me off them.
Yeah, you're just strangling them to death.
Like even if I'm throwing strikes or I'm just staying tight or I'm going for a submission, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I suppose when you had that first fight, did you think this is what I'm gonna do forever now?
Yeah, I just like was thinking, this is nice. Got a few more fights, and then when I was just being me and just like saying a few things, people started following me when I was amateur. You know what I mean? Started like getting a little following then.
Because you're talking as well.
Yeah.
That's what it's about as well, though, isn't it? It's your talent and you're talking.
I went 9-0 amateur, and then like there was no one else left to fight, so I went pro when I was 17.
How do you make who decides that you're going to turn pro? Do you make that choice yourself, or do your coaches make it for you?
Well, your coaches make it for you. You decide yourself, obviously, as well. If you want to go pro just yet, but your coaches have the say in it. I just waited for Paul to say, and he said there's nothing else to do with amateur, so you might as well go pro.
So you're at Next Gen, aren't you? Have you been there from day one? What made you go to that gym? Because I'm sure there's quite a lot of gyms in Liverpool, and what made you go to Next Gen?
I just seen Next Gen, people talk about it. Yeah. And then I looked at a few fighters that had come from there. Some of them had ended up moving to other gyms and that, but they're for all mad reasons. But I seen a few fighters that had come out there, and then one of my mates had been there, and his sister's fella went there, Joe, who doesn't say no more, but he used to fight. Yeah. And I just went there, and I was a little tiny skinny kid, know what I mean? Weighed about 50 kg or something. Really? When I first went, but with the grappling I was half natural. I just like got right into it, was good at it, and then went on from there. I started grappling. I was grappling at first, didn't do any striking at first because I'd done it the first night. Yeah. And some bird that was in there, some Brazilian bird, tried to take my head off. Never forget. And the gloves and the shinies stunk. Oh really? Because I never had my own. Yeah. And then this bird spinning back fisted me right in the shops, lad. I swear. Millie, her name was. I'll never forget it. There was 3 coaches standing at the side. With Paul, who's still my head coach now, and all 3 of them went, ooh. Oh really? All 3 of them leaned back and went, ooh. But I was only a kid. Yeah. And then I got my own gloves and then started doing them classes, and I got it back. Did you? I got it back. Oh, that's fucking classic, mate. So what did you when you said that you wanted to do fighting, are your mum and dad into it, or did they just come into it from watching you do it? Well, my dad's always liked fighting, know what I mean? Like boxing, know what I mean? But obviously no one really knew about MMA. Yeah. He only got onto it when I started watching it. Yeah. And then obviously he's come to every fight, my dad. He always supported me and come to it all. At first my mum was obviously a bit wary of it, because it wasn't even mainstream then, was it? It was just in 2010 when it started. Yeah. It wasn't mainstream at all. And my mum was still telling me to go to college and that. So when I left school and I went to college, I got a college that was on Mount Pleasant. It was at the top of the road, the gym was at the bottom and that was at the top. Oh yeah. So it was just there. And then when I had fights, I just wouldn't go to college. Oh really? I go to the gym. Shit. But I ended up getting kicked out of ours a week before me pro debut, because the college sent a letter to ours saying I weren't attending, but I'd only missed about 3 lessons. It was this one lesson what they said I hadn't been to any of them, and I'd been to every one of these lessons because it was 3 o'clock. Yeah. And it was like one of the lessons I could do. It's just the register was fucked up on it, and he'd sent letters to everyone. And I ended up arguing with my mum on the phone and got kicked out of ours. Where did you go? Stayed in one of my teammates, stayed in his for a week. Shit, so she just found out you'd missed a couple of lessons. Yeah, but that's what I mean, I hadn't even missed that many what they were saying. They were saying I'd been to 50% of my classes when I hadn't. I'd been to 80%. Shit. Fucking hell, man. Got kicked out, and then my dad was at my fight though, obviously, you know what I mean, he come my fight, I was back in ours. How long did it take for your mum to come round to the idea? When I started fighting pro and that, she come round when like I was said, I'm gonna make a career of it. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I suppose like, obviously you're your mum's baby in a way, aren't you? So I suppose she doesn't want to see you doing that, and then.
I am the baby as well.
Oh yeah.
I am the youngest. Yeah.
Oh, what have you got, brothers or sisters?
One of each.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
Yeah.
And what did they think about you doing it? The
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
Does everyone think you were fucking mental, just getting occasions of whacking people?
No, our Kirsty's always thought it was sound.
Yeah.
So was our Luke, know what I mean? They all thought it was mad at first.
Yeah.
Thinking they wouldn't have, it's the last thing they'd expect me to do.
Yeah.
But then I got good at it.
Yeah. Did your brother do any bits for you?
No.
Not into it?
No. My brother's like 5.5 years older than me, and then my sister's like 11 years older than me.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, 11.5 years older than me or something.
Oh, shit, man.
Big gaps between us.
So, how old were you when you won the Cage Warriors title? Was you 24?
Yeah.
24?
21, I think it was.
21, mate. That's mental, innit? 21 being a world champion like that.
I know.
Does that not like feel like that was the best night of your life? Or one of them at least.
One of them, like it was up there, but wouldn't say it was the best.
Really? What would you say is the best?
I don't know, when that finish on Teddy Valley was up there.
Yeah.
That flying triangle.
Yeah, mate, that was fucking insane, wasn't it?
That was sick. So was winning the belt, obviously. But like when I beat Ashley Grimshaw, was up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because everyone thought I was gonna get beat.
Yeah.
I hadn't fought in like 10 months or something. Everyone thought I was going to lose. You know what I mean? He was like a veteran of the UK MMA scene. He'd had about 30 fights. It was going to be my like 10th or 11th fight or something. Everyone thought he was just going to breeze past me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gutted I never put a bet on myself. Smoked them.
Do you ever do that now? Do you ever put any bets on yourself?
No, you can't. Well,
can you not do that now?
Oh, I tried to put a bet on MMA the other day, and Bet365 banned me from betting on boxing and MMA.
Why? Because you're pro?
Yeah.
Fuck, can they do that?
So it fucking looks like it,
oh
doesn't
my
it?
god,
Absolutely got me. I know, but I said, they sent me something saying I'm a professional boxer, and I was like, I'm not, I'm a professional MMA fighter, and I'll be honest, I don't know the laws behind it they use. And he was like, no, but because it's down, no, the way they have it is boxing / MMA.
Yeah.
Because it's under the same bracket.
You just
can't do it. I can't bet on boxing or MMA. Mad.
Mate, I didn't realise you could do it.
I know footy players can't do footy bets, but...
Well, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know
you could do that. I know Joey Barton's been done for that, and I know boxers can't bet on themselves and that. But like, I went betting on myself when I started to bet the other week. It was just on an MMA fight.
That is madness, mate. That's
madness. They've took money off me in the past when I put bets on and lost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if you bet on yourself, you think, oh, you could win, and you're going to have to pay him out loads.
Not even that. I literally haven't bet on myself. I've bet on, like, UFCs. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've done like little 5-fight accumulators.
Yeah.
And then when one finally won, they told me I couldn't put the bet on.
Really?
Yeah. And the other ones that they've took that off me for, I was just looking at my phone like, wow, you cheeky bastards.
That is fucked up, isn't it? That's taking their piss, isn't it?
It is.
So how's your hand now? Because you've injured your hand a couple of times, haven't you?
Yeah. Well.
Oh shit.
That's the old scar from the operation last year.
Yeah.
And that's the new scar from the fresh operation this year.
So what is it you've actually done? What did you do to your hand? Well, just broken, was it?
I broke the scaphoid bone, which is like, it's this one here.
Yeah.
And like when I went to the hospital, he went, yeah, that's the hardest bone in your body to fix.
Shit.
That, what?
So when did you first break that?
Well, I broke it at the start of February, like 3 weeks before I fought Teddy Valley.
Yeah.
When I done the flying triangle. Like, I didn't know when it's that hand with a broken bone in my hand.
So your hand was broken before?
My hand was broken
while that
went
fight?
Into that fight, yeah.
Shit.
I didn't know. I was eating it, but it was like, just getting on with it, thinking I was being a girl. And then I went to New York and Texas and trained, and I was eating it when I was there. I was still hitting pads and like doing jiu-jitsu and that. I'll never forget it, some big chesty wrestler in Henzo's like grabbed me wrist and wrist locked me.
Really?
And like normally I'm alright with them, and I went and I had to sit out, you know what I mean? Shit. I hit my hand a few times and had to sit out. And then when I got home, I come home and done a session in the gym, Paul said. And I went, hit my hand, and Paul said, is that still sore? Go to the Aussie. Went to the Aussie. Mark, the doctor was in there, got me an x-ray, and then come out and said, you've got a broken bone in your hand, Pad. Shut up, Mark. What's up with it? No, you've got a broken bone in your hand.
Oh
like,
my
what?
God.
He was like, yeah. They rushed me in for surgery in May, but I had that fight booked for September. Well, it was going to get announced. And I got the surgery done on the 10th of May. had a cast on for 6 weeks. I had a cast on when I went to Mexico. And then come home. Obviously when I got the cast off I had to start training straight away. So I got the cast off like mid-June. And then I had like 6-7 weeks of training for the fight. Like if I was thinking about it before, I would compare it now. I got it done the start of May last year. I got it done the start of April this year. So, like the start of April this year to the same amount of time would be the 1st of July.
Yeah.
Because it's a month before.
Yeah.
So, I still haven't threw a punch with my right hand since I had the surgery this year.
Shit.
But last year, at the same time period, I was fighting next week. So like,
that is manic, innit?
That's how people like think I use excuses and that, how he goes on about his hand.
Well, I can see the scars, mate, so...
My hand was fucked.
Yeah.
Went into that fight with like a 40-50% hand.
Really?
And people wonder why I couldn't finish the choke, and it was that arm under his neck.
Yeah. Shit. So you've got a scar obviously on the inside here. Why have you got a scar on the top and one on the inside? Why?
Because that one got done first last year, the top one.
Oh, right.
And he went in and done something. Last year they put wires in my hand. And they took the wires out 4 weeks before I fought, or 6 weeks before I fought, and he was like, I said, yeah, I'm fighting in like 6 weeks or 4 weeks. I think it was 6. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks after I got the cast off. It was like 6 weeks before. And I was like, yeah, I'm fighting in 6 weeks. And they were like, what?
The doctors are?
Yeah, like, I'm fighting in 6 weeks. They're like, you know. I'm like, nah, I promise you I am. I'm headlining the Echo for the world title and I'm fighting. They're like, you're messing. I'm like, no. And I'm like, you can't fight. Like, you can't fight with this hand that soon. You need to leave it a few months. I'm like...
You're just adamant you're going to do it?
I said I can't pull out, know what I mean? It's for the world title, headlining the Echo Arena. And then I went in with basically one arm. And then I had no arms after the first round.
Did you not think, though, like, when they're saying that to you, and I know, obviously, how big that fight was, but if they're saying to you...
I know they're the experts, but I didn't listen, and I should have pulled out, but I would have got major shit if I would have pulled out anyway.
I know, but I would have been thinking, like, you know, if they say, oh, you shouldn't, and then you break it again, could that finish? Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you're mental, you are.
I had two fresh fractures in it. My hand was massive. I had a fracture there and a fracture there. And the bone, luckily enough, that bone had stayed in place, but everything around it was fucked. Everything was just like either broke or ligaments out of place and shit like that, know what I mean? They had to wait for the swelling to go down, x-ray it, said it was broken a few places, said you're gonna need more surgery. And then they took the piss doing the next surgery after rushing me in for the fucking first one.
Really?
They could have took the piss with the first surgery and I would have fought and then got it.
Yeah.
And I would have won.
So how far off are you that from being fully healed now?
Back.
Or did you not know?
I couldn't put a time on it, know what I mean? It's one of them, how long's a piece of string?
Yeah.
Because it depends when it's going to get better. I'm hoping it's better in the next 3 months, know what I mean? So I can at least start fucking training with it and punching properly with it.
Yeah.
But
it must be hard when you, like, obviously can't train and stuff, like, because I suppose you train every day, don't you?
Yeah, I haven't been able to, like, do any grappling. Done my first bit of grappling like 2 weeks ago, and then went on holiday, and then done another bit of grappling today. I haven't been able to do anything. I've been able to do
no punching and that.
No punching. Went and done a little bit of. I've done a few bits of pads with me, with Chris, my pad man, boxing coach. Just doing left-handed pads.
Yeah.
Where I've had to, you know what I mean, and then. But I've got Ash who does me strength and conditioning. Redwood Performance, I've always got him on like me Insta and my story.
Yeah.
But he just gives me loads of workouts, and like this is probably the fittest I've ever been when I'm out of like out of shape, because I've been just training at least like when I was on holiday I was away for 8 days, and I think I didn't train on 2 days. Like where I was just going.
Oh really?
Even though it was just like at one point I done like one of the things was 500 squats and 100 hollow rocks, so I just done them in the room because I wouldn't be asked going down the gym.
Yeah.
Just doing like 120 hollow rocks, 120 hollow rocks, you know what I mean? Just got it done in like fucking 25 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah. So when you're walking around, what do you normally weigh when you walk, just when you're not fighting?
it can fluctuate.
Really?
Yeah. Like, when I've fought a feather before, and I've cut like a key overnight, and you look like a smackhead when you weigh in, because you lose that much. Like, I've weighed in at 66 key and then being like 78 key the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
You just shoots back up when you're eating.
And then within a week, I'm like 86 key.
Really?
I think the highest I've ever been is 88, but I've been fat, like cheeks like that.
Have you?
Yeah, proper gut. But,
and then you get down to what, 66? Did you say?
That was me. Like, I used to get. I reckon I could probably get down to that again now. Like, I was cutting mad amounts of weight in 2016.
Yeah.
Like, I made weight for my first fight in 2016, easy against Grimshaw. Then against Teddy Violet, I missed weight by like £5. Then against Callum Florian, when I won the belt, I cut like 7.5 or something. And then when I fought a Rosa, I lost 8.4 kg overnight, and I spewed in the cage.
Yeah, I saw that, mate.
And then
against
Nad, I cut 7.8 kg overnight. Like, every time I felt like death.
I was gonna say, mate, that must take it right out of you.
Yeah,
that must be horrible. How'd you cope
like,
with
obviously
that?
In the Rosa fight and the Nad fight, where I'd ate some of the wrong foods, I'm convinced I had food poisoning on one of them.
Really?
Convinced. Because a few of us wanted to, me, Dylan and Ellis all went to Nando's, and you wanted to smell mine and Dylan's farts. I'm not even messing, lad. We was clearing the room out.
Really?
I was getting my hand wrapped and then it was going, lad. I'm like, lad, I don't know. Burping as well, and like burping, smelling like egg and that. And
what, literally before you're about to walk out?
Yeah, while we're warming up and that. Fucking rough. All three of us lost as well.
Did you?
Yeah, all three of us lost.
So you must have had food poisoning, mate. You must have had it.
Fucking joke.
Mate, your walkouts are insane though, aren't they?
Yeah, the shift I walkout.
They are. I mean, I've watched a few, and that one where you won the belt and stuff as well. Like, I mean, I think that's the main one that I've seen on YouTube and stuff. But that arena goes mental, doesn't it, when you fight?
It does. It's sick.
Does it?
Sick though.
That must just proper get you fucking.
I used to come out to rap when
I
was amateur. Come out to rap, and then first few pro fights, and then when I lost in my 5th pro fight, I just changed it up and come out to dance tunes, because that was at the time, that was what I always listened to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd stopped listening to rap. I was listening to rap when I was younger, and I was listening to all dance tunes. So started coming out to different songs. What was it? I come out to a different song when I fought next against Martin Sheridan in Ireland. Yeah. And then I come out to Lethal Industry and Ed's Roll for the first time in the Echo Arena, when I'd done the flying triangle in the Echo Arena for the first time against Conrad Age. Yeah. And then it's just kept coming out to that tune. Now everyone loves it.
Yeah, mate, it is quality, isn't it? And like, you are probably the happiest looking MMA fighter I see when you're walking out to that cage, mate. You look like you're at a rave, like you're buzzing, mate, aren't you?
I am, no, it's sick. It's boss, you know what I mean? I love coming out to, especially it's boss in Liverpool, obviously, because most of them are your hometown fans.
Yeah.
And they're great.
But you don't often see that, because you see a lot of these lads, they come out and they're like you said,
people
hardcore,
come out like that, snarling,
ready to go, and
biting down on the gummy already, and then.
But it's just different, mate. I think that's another thing that attracts people to you as a person as well, because you just don't see that. You just buzz in, and then, to be fair, that when you as soon as you step in, that everything changes.
I know, I was just about to say that when the ref goes like that, or like when the fucking announcers like that, I would say something. I'm ready then, like when the tune goes off.
Yeah, like it's like laser focus, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm staring.
Do you literally just switch off from the crowd and stuff?
Yeah, it's when you're fighting, you try and listen to your coach's voice. You know what I mean? You can hear most things, like you can hear people shouting and that. Yeah,
that's hard to keep. Well, mate, I couldn't even imagine it. Like, but when you've got the opposition like fans, can you hear everything they're saying? And that?
You can't when you're in Liverpool.
No. I bet you can't.
You can when you're in enemy territory, like.
Yeah, I bet it's horrible, isn't it?
When I fought Martin Sheridan years ago, his dad's Irish, and it was in Ireland, and it's only my dad and my uncle came. Because it was in Ireland, you know what I mean? I was only 18, so 18 or 19. And like none of my mates had much money in that.
Yeah.
So just my dad and my uncle came.
Yeah.
And I can remember his dad shouting, and I could hear him all fight.
Really?
And like it went 3 rounds, and I won every round. Like, was on top of him most of the fight, and I can just remember hearing his dad shouting like all fight. Come on, Martin! Come on, Martin! It's just like, oh, this is our lass. Dad shouting for him.
Yeah.
But he's a sound fella. Then.
Yeah, I suppose it's like, well, I would imagine it, because I'm obviously not a fighter or anything, but I'd imagine that when you're hearing all those things, you've got to have a proper strong mentality to not let all that go into your head, because you've focused on the job, aren't you?
Yeah, they don't even think about that. You think about the person who's going to try and take your head off.
Yeah.
You can't think about anyone else because he's going to take your head off.
I was going to say, do you ever think about, like, because you can get some seriously fucked up injuries, can't you?
Yeah, you can, like.
Do you ever? I suppose you don't ever think about it.
No, you can't think about them.
You got to block it out.
Yeah, you won't think about certain stuff. You won't throw certain stuff because you think about them.
Yeah.
Obviously, you see stuff like Anderson breaking his leg and people throwing kicks and the leg just bending around.
Oh, mate, that Anderson one was disgusting, wasn't it?
But, like, you can't think like that. You got to think it won't happen to me.
Yeah.
And then when it does, you're just like, oh, shit.
Oh, mate, that's horrible. So, you're really close with your coach, aren't you, Paul?
Yeah.
So I've seen you post a few times. He's like a second dad to you, innit? Like, you've got a good tight relationship, like.
Yeah, he is. It's like, whenever I need advice and I can't go to my dad, I go to Paul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He is like a second dad.
It must be mad, because there's a lot of you. Obviously, there's a lot of people that go to Next Gen, isn't there, and all these different gyms, and then you've got the coach, and Paul obviously supports all of you, and then goes to every fight. He must be rammed busy all the time.
Yeah, he's always. Like, now he's had to take a little bit of time off from coaching so many classes in the gym.
Yeah. So
that he can focus on people fighting and that, because we've got that many fighters now.
Yeah.
And, like, going to all different fights in, or, like, Preston 1 week, London another, then he's off to Prague, Canada, Greenville the other day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, like, when there's cards in Liverpool, we've got about 9 fighters on them.
Yeah.
So, it is... It's hard work for them.
Yeah,
like,
it's constant, like, travelling about.
Our gym's not like anyone else's, though. I always say it. Our gym's like a family. We're all close knit.
Yeah, that's good. Do you get a lot of kids coming there?
Yeah.
I do see a lot of things on yours and Molly's as well. Of you training kids and stuff. It's nice, isn't it? Do you get a lot there?
Yeah, we do. I do a kids class as well on a Monday and Wednesday at 5:30. Get a few kids in that. It is. It's nice. It's nice to have a few kids in.
It's become massive, hasn't it? Like,
it has.
People are, like, mums and dads are actually pushing their kids in to go into it now, aren't they? Whereas you wouldn't. I don't think they'd have done that a few years back.
It was Brock Lesnar a few years ago, when he like brought more people to it.
Yeah.
And then Ronda Rousey done it.
Yeah.
And then McGregor just took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Whole new level.
Yeah, now everyone's on it, aren't they? But you know what, you see, it's mad, because I think now all these kids need to get into it, because whereas back in the day we used to go out on a night out and people would just swinging arms. Yeah. And people can actually fight now. Do you know?
No one could throw a proper dig then either.
No.
Just them.
Yeah, just swinging arms. And then you go out now and you see these, like, lads who are like 18, skinny lads, and they're just like doing flying triangles and flipping, and you're thinking, fucking hell, need to learn to fight. Mate, it's madness. It's madness. Do you get any stick when you go out and stuff, or is it?
No, when I go out, loads of people ask me for pictures, and I'll stand there talking to people and that.
Yeah, that's good.
Just get a picture with everyone who asks me.
Yeah, that's nice, mate.
And then I'll just chat there with them, and then I'll go back to me mates, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or some of my mates will stand with me while I'm still talking to them, and then we'll walk to where we're going.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it, that like, you'll get these trolls that'll give it you online, but they'll never say it.
No one ever says nothing in person.
I was going to say, I bet they wouldn't have the balls to say it, would they?
Ever, though. That's what I was about to say. Like, no one ever starts to give stick in person.
No.
It's just always online.
Yeah. Yeah, it's madness, isn't it? Do you, like, how did you find it, like, because you must get recognised all the time now and stuff like that, so how did you find that for the first time when that started happening, and you just weird, like?
Yeah, I've probably, like, for the first week or something, but
just get used to it.
Yeah, ask all the lads in the gym and all your mates, just took it in my stride.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to come one day. You've got to get used to it.
Yeah. No, it's good, mate. It's good. You got any tattoos?
No, not one.
Not one? Not into
one. No, I've...
It's just not...
just never... Been, like, a few of the lads in the gym have got Next Gen tattoos. Like, Ellis, assistant head coach in the gym, like my older brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's only got one tattoo, and if that...
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, and like where he's got the tattoo, it's got like a blue, purple, brown, and black on the end of it.
Oh, right.
I've always said if I ever get a tattoo, it will be an X-Gen one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've always said it, but I've just my dad's not got none.
No.
My brother's not got one.
None of your family got any?
No. My mum's got a little one on the back that says Mark, my dad's name, and then like with a heart, and I think she's got another one with me uncle's name who died. Yeah. But that's about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of any of my family have got any. I think they have.
Would your mum be bothered if you come home with tattoos? Maybe back in the day, not so much now.
She'd probably say, "What are you doing? Like, what's all that? What are you up to?" Like, I don't know. I've always just said, nah. If I ever got one, it'll be a next gen one. Yeah. A Liverpool one. Yeah. Or something to do with like my kids. Yeah. Or my bird. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. You're a diehard Liverpool fan, right? Yeah. Same. Did you go to Madrid? Yeah. Were you there? Yeah. Did you go to the game? Yeah. Did you have tickets? Did you? No, I didn't have a ticket, but I got in. Can you talk about that? I done well. Did you? Yeah, done very well. Shit, so you got in? Yeah, I was in the Spurs end, like, but I got in. Were you? Yeah, bumped into someone I knew there as well, who was a Spurs fan from London. Oh, really? Someone I never know. And sat, like, there was a seat next to him, madly enough. Were you going mad when they scored, though? I missed the first goal. I got in like 5-6 minutes in, and I missed the first goal. But obviously, like, I'll be honest, when in the game it looked like they were going to go 1-1, not that we were going to go 2-0. Yeah. It looked like it was going to go 1-1. I was just like standing there. I was still like, can't help myself, can you? When you're there, you're just still shouting stuff. Yeah. But no one like turned and like said shut up or nothing like that, know what I mean? They were all sound. And then, obviously, when Divock scored, jumped up and went bananas. And like he put his arm around me, went calm down. I was like, I can't help it. Yes, Divock. I went sick, shouting Divock. Oh mate, he's had a season, hasn't he? Wow, what a season he's had. 2 goals against Barca, goal against Everton, a goal against Newcastle, and then that one in the final to seal it. Mate, I think he'll get a much better look in this year. Yeah, he will, like, but you can't change the front three, can you? That's the only thing. Isn't it? It's difficult. He can be the super sub from now on, like. He is the super sub, though, isn't he? Like, I mean, remember when he first used to come on and everyone would be like, oh, but then he'd do stuff and you think, fuck, you know. I know, he'd pull a little bit something out of the bag every now and then, but he's doing it more often now, and that's what we like to see. That's it, mate. He's becoming quality, isn't he? But Klopp's amazing, isn't he? Yeah. Years ago, my brother got me on him when he was Dortmund manager. He was like, get on him, lad. He's like, doing big things and that. Yeah. And I started watching him. And I'll never forget it when we had Rodgers and all that. I was saying, we need him. Yeah. And like got a few of my mates on him. Yeah, fella got on him. He was like, what? He's next level. Him. He's just the way he is. He just shoots our club to a T. And then as soon as Yo got sacked, was just saying, we need him. Everyone wanted him at the time as well, didn't they? Yeah. But then it was just because like he said he was having a year out, didn't he? Yeah. And then that's why I reckon that's why they didn't sack Brendan Rodgers in the summer. Do you reckon? Yeah, because they said. Like he said he was having a sabbatical, didn't he? He was having a year out. Yeah. And then they got on him in October when he'd had about 4 months off. And he was just like, yeah, go ahead. He's just changed the whole thing around. Everything. He's like amazing. I grew up not really seeing us win much. Like I was 10. I was 10 when we won the Champions League. Were you? Yeah, and then we won the FA Cup the year later. And then we haven't won nothing since, you know what I mean? The League Cup doesn't really mean nothing, the League Cup. You know what I mean? The Mickey Mouse Cup, as you call it. The League Cup doesn't mean nothing. So we hadn't won nothing for years. Yeah. And then we've won this, and I can see us winning it again next year. It's in Istanbul. Yeah, same. Yeah, to be honest, I think, I know we say it every year, don't we? Say, oh, we'll win the league this year, but I'll be honest, the first time I said it was last year, because I genuinely did think we were going to win it last year. And we missed out by a point. Yeah. I mean, it's never happened. 97, 98 points? Yeah, 97, 98. Any other season we would have won the league, apart from the season before when they got over 100. Like, we would have got more points than the Arsenal Invincibles team. It's just mental. It's mental that you can go a whole season, lose one game, and that's it. Yeah. You don't win the league. All the other fans would love that, don't they? The one thing that done me head in was the Aguero goal against Burnley. Was that much over the line. Yeah. And when Salah or Mane hit it against City, and it was not like it wasn't 12 millimeters. It wasn't over the line or something.
It was fucking brutal, man. But do you know what? The Barcelona game was insane, wasn't it? That to me was, I mean, it was more exciting than the final.
Yeah, everyone says that.
That was incredible, wasn't it?
Mad that I went the away game. I had to pay €500 for the ticket to sit in there, and then.
Oh, you went to the game where we lost the first leg?
3-0. Yeah, went to that, and then when I got home, I put a little post up. I think it was on the Thursday or the Friday. Put a post up saying like, not the result we wanted, but I can see it being a special night at Anfield next week. Yeah. And the Reds are we're going to Madrid. Yeah. And I'll never forget it. I got major stick. People saying, you're out, your season's over. City winning the league, Barca going to win the Champions League. You're out, all that. And then one of them had like put what I said and said like, you mad, you're therefore going out. And I had a little back and forth with them, and then I said, he's like, lad, your season's over anyway. You're out the Champions League and you aren't going to win the league. And I said, well, lad, I'll get on you next week innit, when we've played. And he was like, yeah, I'll be on you. And then lad, I remembered them like half an hour after we won, got right on. I was like, what do you think now, lad, you dickhead? And I think I screenshotted it on Insta as well. Man. Oh, brilliant, you know.
That Trent Alexander-Arnold, mate, then he did that at the end. I thought, that is just insane.
That's another thing that done me head in. I was saying on the day, I was like, lad, we're going to go through. And on me bet 365, it was 18-1 just to qualify. Yeah. I was like, I need to put that on, need to put that on. Yeah. And I never. And then, because we scored straight away, it went to 12-1. So I was like, I'm not even putting it on now. And then, because I never, we won, didn't we?
That's brutal, man. Shit. The crowd just went wild. Like that's probably the best. I mean, I was at the Liverpool when we got to the final in Istanbul, the Liverpool-Chelsea game.
Yeah, the ghost goal.
Yeah, I was there. Was you there?
No.
No, yeah, I was there, and that was just probably one of the best games, best nights I've ever had at Anfield. And then the Olympiacos one as well, with Gerrard scored that blind, didn't he?
Unbelievable.
But to be fair, mate, I don't think anything compares to that Barca game.
That Barca one was unreal. Like, the last semi-final last year was boss like Roma, and we won 5-2. Yeah. Should have won 5-6-0, but we won 5-2. Yeah. It was madness, mate. Like, I remember the Ox getting injured about 10 metres away from me.
Really?
Right where we were sat in the main stand, he got injured right there. And the way he went down, you could just tell it was a bad one.
Oh, he'd been out so long as well, hasn't he? But the reception he got when he come back, mate.
He's boss, lad.
Yeah, he's quality.
I was thinking, it was 35 mil, was it?
Something like that,
yeah.
I think, yeah.
I was thinking, but then he started playing and he's heavy.
He's quality, mate.
I always thought he was a winger, but he was always getting played out of position, wasn't he?
Is that what was he? Yeah.
He's a centre mid. I didn't know that.
Really?
I thought he was a winger.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, because he always got played there. Even on FIFA, he was a winger.
But then I say the best signing because we've got so many good ones now, but Van Dijk's just changed the whole team.
Yeah, he changed the whole team.
But then you got Robinson
for 75 mil.
Yeah.
Seeing a boss one the other day, people like all different things and comments what people have put on when Liverpool signed Andy Robertson. Yeah. Shows like the middle of Liverpool top and a pair of Hull shorts on like the pictures they make. Yeah. New signing £8 million and that, and people were putting like a Chelsea fan put. Yeah, he get in our team, the under-21s. Yeah. Someone else put Liverpool are in the Champions League now, and this is the sort of players they're buying and a laughing stock. And then someone put, maybe he can win them the Champions League. And I end up screenshotting and putting on my thing. I was like, yeah, maybe he can win us a Champions League.
I remember when we bought Van Dijk, and one of my mates Liverpool put it on Twitter, and it was 75 mil, wasn't it? And then he put what biggest waste of money, 75 mil for a defender, and then didn't say anything to him about it. And then we all put it in the WhatsApp group the other day when he won that PFA Player of the Year. Like, waste of money was it, mate? Didn't say anything.
Favourite for the Ballon d'Or, isn't he?
Yeah, mate, he's so classy though, isn't he? Like, he was saying, Messi deserves the Ballon d'Or and all that stuff. I'm thinking, mate, he got to get it.
Yeah, no one's went past him in like 18 months. No one's got past him. I think he fouled one person or something.
Yeah, no one's dribbling past him.
No one dribbled past him. He is the boy. Like, he makes people next to him look good. Like, I rate Joe Gomez highly. Joe Gomez is heavy. You know what I mean? Him and Van Dijk at the back.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing why you don't want to sign like De Ligt or Koulibaly, because Gomez is so good there. And then towards the end of last season, Mata was so good there.
Yeah.
So they've got centre halves.
That's it. Yeah, because obviously before Gomez got injured, he was quality, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I was thinking, oh, imagine we did get Koulibaly.
Yeah.
And you played Koulibaly, Van Dijk, Gomez, 3 centre halves, and then Trent and Robertson as wing backs.
Yeah.
And then like the 2 centre mids and then the 3 up top. It'd be like 4-3-4-3 and 5-3-2, 5-2-3 at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd be that high and then get them back. That's the formation that Chelsea won the league with, a few years ago.
Yeah. It's madness, isn't it?
No one would score against us. We get like 30 clean sheets. Alisson would be standing there like that, leaning against the post.
Yeah.
Someone just have a shot.
I know, mate. He's been a great signing.
Yeah, he has. People laughed at us for that signing as well, because we put 5 past them in the game.
Yeah.
But it was just because we were so good.
Yeah. No, it's been brilliant. The team's just sick now. I mean, the whole time, obviously, I've never seen Liverpool win the league. They haven't won it since I was born. My dad's always like, "You're a curse. You're a curse, mate." But yeah, man, it's going
to be 30 years this year, like the end of this year.
Yeah.
So hopefully they were on the 30-year anniversary.
With a bit of luck. So back to the fighting, mate. You signed with Cage Warriors. When did you sign with Cage Warriors?
Signed when I was just turned 18. I had 2 fights in the Olympia when I was 2 pro fights in the Olympia when I was 17.
Yeah.
And then I had another one in the March, and then signed for Cage Warriors and fought in the June. Never forget, it was the hottest day in London that year.
Really?
And I forgot my gummy in the hotel. To get Adam to go back to the hotel, he had to cost about 60 quid in taxis. And then he was sweating his head off running, and then I was on earlier than I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So Adam had to go and get my dad out the boozer.
Yeah.
And bring him in the show. Oh, it was mad.
Was it?
And then I'll never forget it. I lost the first round, won the second, and then come out for the third. And like Paul saying to me, "You need to win this round. It's on this round." And he took me down.
Really?
I was like, shit. Like, this fella was about 30 something. He was a wrestler. He'd wrestled for years and he'd had amateur fights, and then I think it was one of his like 5th pro fight. He was like 3-0. He was meant to be good. One of the lads from our gym went down and sparred with him, and he'd give him a good spar, know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, that person had more pro fights than me at the time. So like, they was like, it's gonna be a fight. He took me down. And he ended up doing a reversal off the cage and taking us back.
Yeah.
And like, it's that hot, we were both exhausted. You know what I mean? And then like, I just sat on his back, punching him for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, won the fight on decision.
Yeah.
And then come out the cage, was absolutely knackered. And then it was these stairs to get up to the changes. And Danny Roberts had to get me on his back. And like, Paul, I'll never forget it, we're going up the stairs. And Dinios took a picture of us, Dolly Clue, and there's still a picture there where I'm just on his back like that, and Paul's laughing his head off.
Is it dead hot under the lights as well?
Yeah, Demon Hot,
yeah,
in the cage, roasting.
That's brutal, man. Because people don't think about that, do they?
Well, people always say to me, "Oh, they didn't think you were that big."
Yeah, mate. It says on here that you're 5'10". You're not 5'10". You're bigger than 5'10".
Don't know. It could be 5'11" now.
No, you're bigger than me, and I'm 5'10", and I'm sticking to the fact that I'm 5'10". I'm not going any lower than that.
I'll be honest. I haven't been measured in a while. I think it could be 5'11" now.
Yeah.
But I'd like to be 6 foot. Be sound to be 6 foot, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what I am.
Mate, I used to go around telling people I was 6 foot. Like. Yeah, they're all right, aren't they? Get ones with it. Yeah, I need a bit of height on mine. I remember I was going around telling people, used to say to me, "How tall are you?" And I'd go, 6 foot. And then someone goes to me, "You're not 6 foot. I'm not 6 foot." And they'd be like the same height as me. And I'd be like, "No, I swear I'm 6 foot. My dad's 6'1". I can't be any smaller than that." And I fucking went and got measured. I was at the gym, and he was like, "Yeah, we just need to do your height." He goes, "How tall do you think you are?" I said, 6 foot. He went, "No." I said, 5'11". He went, I said, "Fuck off." And he goes, "You're 5'10". I said, "You're fucking winding me up." He goes, "You're 5'10". I said, "No way." So mate, if you've got to be 5'11" at least. I'm sticking to that, man.
Like my dad's was like 6 foot 6'1" or something. He's kind of a little bit smaller now. He's a bit older, like. And then my brother's about 6'4", 6'3", 6'4".
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah. But don't know. I'll probably grow a little bit more, but not much. Like.
Nah, man. Yeah, he's definitely 6 foot. Did you see? Obviously, you've seen Molly this weekend.
Yeah, of course.
What a fight, mate.
Performance.
Yeah, mate. She's done brilliant, hasn't she?
Yeah, she worked hard for it. She deserves it.
She's a warrior, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's mental. Like, I mean,
in that last round though, I was thinking, Molly, just take her down.
Yeah.
Molly, just take her down. Please, Molly, just take her down. So she got cut in that, didn't she?
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, oh, just take her down, just take her down. And we all know she can bang. You know what I mean? Because she can take a shot. She spars with the younger lads in the gym who can hit hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She takes a shot.
Yeah. Well, she was, when I watched the fight with just turn that down a little bit, with
the Brazilian bird.
Yeah, when she
broke
her eye socket.
Yeah.
You know, that was I mean, it was closed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she was just going at it like she was fresh. But then I seen in the UFC the Cerrone fight. They called that off with the Ferguson Cerrone fight, didn't they? And his eye was similar, but he hadn't broke his, had he?
His eye was worse.
Was it? Yeah. I thought he had broke his.
Because he blew his nose.
Why was that?
When you break your nose, you're not meant to blow your nose. If you blow your nose, your eye just
does it?
Swells up. You can see it. He goes, and then his eye just starts going bigger straight away, and like the gap closes, and you can't see.
Yeah, makes sense. Shit. So she broke her eye socket, did
she? Something like that. I don't think it was as bad as everyone thought at first, and she thought. Like,
yeah.
I remember in the hotel after it, her eye was closed and like blood was like just trickling down it. Know what I mean? Like,
were you there? Were you?
Yeah, she stayed in London the next day when we got off, and she like went and got it looked at, and we all thought it was going to be a broken eye socket and she'd be out for 6 months, but it was something else. It was something, a fracture or something, and it made it just blow up. Like Adam, everyone thought Adam had a fractured eye socket last year when he fought in the Olympia on K-Joy's Academy.
Yeah.
And he went to shoot in, and his opponent like uppercutted him, and like the corner of his thumb like hit him in his eye. His eye went massive. Couldn't see out of it or nothing, know what I mean? It took him down. Luckily enough, he finished him towards the end of it. Like, I think it was like 5 seconds left in the round, ground and pound.
Yeah.
And like, the doctor come in and said, it's a good job you finished that. I would have finished that because you're alright.
Really?
Yeah. And like, his eye was bad. He went and sat in the Royal for like 6 hours or something after it, and then got told, nah, you haven't got a broken orbital bone. So he just went down after like a week. Mad.
Oh, shit. Fucking hell.
I've never had nothing like that off a fight, know what I mean? I've had a few bruises on my head and I've never had a cut.
No.
Know what I mean? I've never had a big cut. I've had little bruises here and there and shiners and that, know what I mean? And when I fought Teddy Valor in 2016, he caught me with a shot right on the nose. Like, you know when you get hit, because after the fight you normally say to someone, what round was that in?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Just dazed.
It was like in the first round he whacked me, and like I sat against the cage, went down, sat against the cage, and then like bounced off it and jumped and shot in.
Yeah.
And pouring with blood in my nose, like you don't feel nothing, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Proper pouring with blood, and like I never thought I'd done nothing to it, but like the way my nose is now, I think I hadn't majorly broke it, but I'd done a little break.
Yeah.
And then he called me, you're a naughty shot. I said after it, what round was that? And I'm saying to me, but the way a shot I've ever been hit with though was Stephen Martin, like 10 seconds into the fight, 15 seconds in. I leaned back like that. When I was younger, I used to do it loads. I used to lean back like that. Yeah. And he just went boom, hit me with an overhand. I know if he wouldn't hit me again, I reckon I would have just stayed a kip.
Yeah.
But he hit me with a left hook, what clipped me on like the top of the head. And then he started to swarm on me and jump on me. And like the commentators and all that thought it was over, and then I've wrestled him. I ended up like stalling, like taking him down, getting hold of him. Yeah. Getting up. We had a few exchanges on the feet, and then like we grappled, and then I took him down. And then towards the end of the round, he was getting up. And as he got up, I threw a punch, a knee, and then an elbow as he turned into me. And he wanted to see a gash on his head, big crazy gash. Really? The fight got stopped in between rounds. Like I had blood on my elbow. Really? You know what I mean? I had blood on my elbow and on my arm where it just started squirting out of his head. Shit. And yeah, like after that fight, I done a few mad interviews. where I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what's it called? Done an interview. And he was like, "Oh, you got hit bad in that fight." I was like, "Did I?" Don't think I did. You know, he's the one sitting in the medical room getting his head stitched up. I'm like, I was just chatting all one. I think when I fought Kevin Petchy as well, I was going for a submission on him and he started to hit me in the back of the head. He hit me with about 6 shots in the back of the head as I'm going for something underneath. I come back to at the end of the round, it was like that look on the pole. It was like, just, you alright, you alright? I was like, yeah, sound. And then like, I took him down, finished him, and then the interviews after that, that was where McGregor got mentioned to me, and like, I was just like, fuck him, you know what I mean? Like, didn't even know what I was saying, really.
Really?
And then again, when, like, people think I was hurt when I fought a Rosa.
Oh, really?
Like, that, he didn't really hit me. That people say that flying knee, but
yeah,
it just hit me, and I took him down off it, you know what I mean? The thing, the old fight when Teddy Violet hit me, mate, I knew about it.
Did you?
Yeah, I knew about it, lad.
Oh, God.
One of the worst things come out from a fight with was when I fought Alexis Avidas in a flying triangle. In the first round, I went for a leg lock. And when you're going for a leg lock, you're using both hands, so you're not protecting your face. So he just started hammer fisting me, and he hammer fisted me a few times in the ear. And like, I thought I was going to get a cauliflower ear off it.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't got them.
Haven't you?
No, luckily enough, I haven't got them.
Well, they're hidden anyway,
I
aren't
know,
they?
but behind these, but on this one, like, it blew up a bit. And I was going to get it, like,
drained.
you have to get it drained, but I didn't, and I left it, and it's went down. And it's just a little, like, everyone's going to see some of the lads in the gym's ears.
Bad.
Like, Ventries. You know it, Adam.
Really?
You'll watch this. You know. It's like, I done one to him as well.
Did you?
Didn't even, like, he just had it drained or something, then we were sparring. And then we were sparring years ago, and I was on top of him, and like, I threw a punch, and he turned his head, and it hit him directly in his ear. And you wanted to see how big his ear went.
Really?
And like, I'm gonna have to ask him how many it was when I get back, but he got like, in one sitting, he got like 14 needles out of it, full of blood.
Fucking hell.
14, like, in one sitting, just sitting there pulling it out. Oh, it was heavy, you know.
I bet that's painful as well, isn't it?
I think it is when you put it in, but when they're pulling it out, it's not that bad. But getting it in and I don't know, because I've never had it done.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like,
I've got a mate who used to do MMA, and he had the same as he is. His missus used to drain him for him all the time.
Yeah, you've got to find like a pocket of blood and that, and I haven't got a clue, but I've just heard them say it.
And then they go rock solid as well, don't they?
Yeah, they go rock hard. Like,
Stones,
that little bit of my
aren't they?
ear has went hard. Like, Vent's got a big, like a proper, his ear comes out of it, and like, it's dead hard. So
Really?
it's sound for them now, though, know what I mean? Their ears don't hurt when they train now.
Doesn't it?
No.
How do you get like that? Is that just from just getting pounded?
No, it's like, well, that's how I've got mine, because getting punched in the ear can do it, but it's more off wrestling. So I see wrestlers with them.
But you wrestle a lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean, that's why I don't understand why I haven't got them.
Yeah.
Like, you shoot in and like your ear rubs on the hip, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And like, that's how people get them, and then getting it in them as well, but I've just never got them.
So what's your plans for the future now then?
Get this arm better, that's all I'm concerned about at the minute.
Yeah.
Get me arm better and fight again.
So I don't know, back to what we were saying before about, so you and Aaron Chalmers were having a thing yesterday, weren't you? I'm not saying it would, but you know, if that ever like grew and that
no,
was,
it wouldn't.
Wouldn't, not now.
No, that wouldn't ever grow. That is, you fight crabs.
So you couldn't. That was no potential of that ever.
No, never.
No.
Shouldn't we giving him attention, lad? He's a proper helmet. Just getting fed easy fights. Like, even that kid who we lost to, I don't know how we lost to him. He was pony. Like, thought he had a walk away knockout, didn't he? And then ended up getting beat. Heavy. But like, all the people he's fought are shite. And then he like tweeted me saying, go and win a few fights. Felt like saying, lad, got 5 times the amount of pro wins as you've got, lad, who you're talking to. And he's shit. There's amateurs in our gym who beat him.
Really?
Yeah. Got a young lad. And like, it's at welterweight as well. Ben's a lightweight, but he's just done the amateur world championship things. And if Ben fought him, he's only 18, skinny kid, he'd knock him out. He wouldn't even take him down. He'd knock him out.
So you got a lot of prospects in your
Yeah,
gym.
we've got a load of young lads coming through.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's really good. And you like Cage Warriors, don't you? Like, they put on some great shows, don't
Yeah, they do. It's the best show behind the UFC for me. Bellator's snide. Well, Bellator's snide, yeah, but ONE FC is good.
Is it?
ONE
Yeah.
FC is one in China. I'm sure it's China. Yeah.
Yeah.
ONE FC is good. Like, they
Yeah.
do loads of mismatch fights. Like, I seen one the other day where I think someone who was like £135 was fighting someone who was like £95 or something.
Really?
Or 105. And then there's ones where like there's a fellas who are £400 fighting people who are like £200.
How do they do that? How do they?
They like freak show fights in Asia,
really?
don't they? Yeah. They have all mad scraps. Like they'll have like a welterweight fighting like a super heavyweight.
Yeah.
And like have him just walking him down and him like trying to run around and then hit him. You know what I mean? It's mad. Proper mad.
Shit, man. So have you been all over the world fighting as well?
Fought in Ireland. That most of my fights have been in England.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, most of my fights have been in England.
Do you plan to go around the world
Yeah,
and
I
stuff?
want to end up going to UFC. Like, but
Yeah.
for now, I've still got stuff to do, so I
Yeah.
want to do that first.
How far away do you see the UFC?
Whenever.
Yeah.
They've already offered me to fight for them before, so
Obviously, yeah. So what,
in the
what
future.
happened? Why did you?
said no because I had that title fight, but obviously
Oh,
I didn't even know I had a broken bone in my hand at that
Yeah.
point. And then I found out I had a broken bone in my hand when I was still weighing it up.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like I hadn't said no or I hadn't said yeah. Got told I had that in my hand and thought it probably would be better to leave it till September.
Yeah.
But little did I know, it probably would have been better to fight in the May and then get the surgery. But
Yeah.
it's one of them. Can't look back now.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's, I think with the UFC's massive, isn't it? And but like, I mean, Cage Warriors is huge because you're the reason I got a BT Sport, mate.
Yeah.
Because you were fighting and I wanted to watch it and I said to myself, I said I'm gonna have to get BT Sport to watch this, and she was like, what for? And I was like, Paddy's fighting, and she was like,
It's a
who's
joke the
Paddy?
way
My
it's
missus
not
doesn't
on
even
there
watch
now.
it. Yeah.
It's a joke the way it's
What? It's not on there.
No, it's on Fight Pass now.
Oh, you are joking.
No, they didn't come to an agreement or something with BT and like it's on UFC Fight Pass.
Ah.
I don't even know if the UFC is going to stay on BT. Seen something about that the other week.
I can't believe they've got rid of that.
I know, mad.
Oh shit. Fucking hell. I'll get rid of it then. I'm going to see
They've
anyone
got
on
the
it.
Champions League, haven't they, BT now?
Hey?
They've got the Champions League, haven't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, they've got that. So it's worth keeping for that, I suppose. Especially if we win it again next year.
Yeah. The main trophy in Wales football.
Yeah,
Stick the World Cup up your arse.
I know. I remember I saw a thing when last year when they were saying to like Salah and stuff like, what do you want to win more, the Champions League or the Premiership? And he was like, well, for any player it's the Champions League. But he said, because I know how much it means to Liverpool, it's got to be.
It's got to be the league.
It's got to be the league. Isn't
Now
it?
though, obviously it's got to be the league because we've won the Champions League this season, so next season got to be the league.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Klopp's the new Shankly.
He is, isn't he? My dad loves Bill Shankly, like, and he's just said Klopp's the nearest thing modern day to him.
He is. The only thing that comes close to him.
Yeah, hopefully we do it next year. And Molly's an Everton fan, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's give it each other. Yeah.
I have an half while there up this season. Some days I come in and I go to say something and you just go, Pad, I know. Just don't. And some days, like when she had a fight on and I was like, I won't say nothing, Mal, come on. Funny that. Die hard,
isn't she?
Yeah, she is like, she loves the Ev, even though they're proper snide.
You hate them, don't you?
I hate them even more because of this season.
Yeah.
They've been terrible this season. I've realised again how bitter they actually are this season because last few years ago we weren't good. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I hated United more.
Yeah.
Years, but now I don't really hate United that much because they're shit.
They're in a bad season, aren't they?
Yeah, but then the Everton fans have been that bitter this season. I think I hate them even more now.
Really?
Yeah. My dad always says you should never hate United more. Everton should hate Everton more.
Really?
Yeah, and my uncle. But I think I hate Everton more now because of the way they've been this season. Proper horrible cats then.
Do you think we'll end up like the way it's going at the minute? Do you think we'll end up having more of a rivalry with City, like a bitter rivalry with them than we do with Manchester United?
I reckon we will, like for the next 10 years or something.
Do you reckon?
United are going to go through a phase like we went through. They're not going to win nothing for about 20 years now.
Yeah, it seems like they're in a bit
funny
bad
when
place there,
Mourinho said, after I leave, you're going to realise how much of a good job I did to get them second and win stuff.
Yeah.
And he was right.
I remember when Fergie left, I was thinking the only person that I would imagine could take over Manchester United was Mourinho.
Yeah.
He was the only person I could see doing it. And then it just went downhill when Fergie left, didn't it?
That Pogba. Worst signing ever.
It's madness, mate. Right, mate, well, to say thanks for coming on, I've done you a little gift. Everyone that comes on this, every guest that comes on, it gets a little personalised gift from me. So I've done a little hand drawing for you. Let me get it for you now.
Gives a look.
This is for you, mate. You can either wear it or wipe your arse with it. I don't really mind, but it's a little t-shirt. And on the front, it's got a little caricature.
Yeah, that's a rasper. Got a belted chin on me there.
Well, I did see a little interview where you said you got a granite chin.
Yeah.
So I thought, for that's for you. That's
belter.
Put that on there for everyone to see there. Little Paddy the Baddy top.
That's the picture from that, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, I wonder if you'll recognise it.
Oh no, that's the picture.
Yeah, that is an iconic picture as well, mate.
It is I like the one where I'm on the cage like that as well.
Yeah, that's quality. Mate, the bigger you get, the more iconic these pictures are going to be.
No, I just can't wait to fight again, know what I mean? I say it myself, you're only as good as your last fight. And what I showed in my last fight, that no matter what, I won't give up.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
No, mate, it was fucking insane.
I'll be honest, nothing else was really that good. I had to stand southpaw and all that to fight, know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to put my strong hand forward because I couldn't really use it.
Yeah.
And focus on striking. I couldn't really do any wrestling leading up to that fight because it hurt my hand. I just focused solely on striking, doing loads of striking and tried to keep it on the feet, but I am a grappler, know what I mean? And where he'd focus on his grappling at the time, his grappling was a little bit sharper than mine.
Was your last fight the Soren back fight? That was the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the last fight.
I get confused between the one where you did the flying triangle and
yeah,
that one.
That one was before that one. Yeah, that was February and then Soren was September.
But you nearly finished him so quickly, didn't you?
I know. I think I'll end up fighting Soren again, I hope I do.
Do you?
Because I want to fight him with a fully fit hand because I know I'll finish him.
Yeah. Well, you've nearly finished him straight
so
away, mate.
Nearly finished him with a 50% hand.
Yeah. Mate, it was insane. It was a great fight, and mate, you're so exciting to watch. And like I said, I got a BT Sport just to watch you on it. So, I look forward to seeing you back, mate. I can't wait to see you back in the cage. And
can't wait for it myself. That's the longest I've ever been out the cage was 7 months both times.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact it's going to be longer.
Really?
Nearly as already. So what is it? Yeah, September. Last September and July. It's about 10 months already.
Do you see yourself fighting this year?
I don't know. I'd love to fight on September card, but I don't think I'll be ready for then.
No.
But we'll see what happens. There's a card in Wales in October. They'll have more cards in December, November. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. We'll see when I can fight again. But I do want to fight before the end of the year. Yeah.
And do you want to? I mean, you'll always want to fight in the Echo, obviously. But are you happy to go elsewhere?
Yeah, I want to go elsewhere. I haven't fought anywhere elsewhere since I did fight Julian Rosa.
Yeah.
In 2016.
Yeah.
All my fights since then have been in the Echo.
You ever been to Vegas?
No, I've always said I'm not going yet until I'm fighting there.
Really? That's what Tyson Fury did as well when it never went till
I'm not going until I fight there, yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. You'll love it, mate. It's amazing.
I know, it's meant to be boss like.
It's amazing, mate. It's absolutely quality, mate. So yeah, that'll be quality if you get there, man. I know you'll get there. You'll definitely get there.
I know I will. All people say shit to me on Twitter and I just say, lad, get back on me in 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get back on me and see if you're chatting shit in 5 years, because more than likely you'll be a fan.
Do you screenshot it or should do?
I screenshot some bits but one the other day was because I've got in me bio on my Twitter, future UFC champion.
Yeah.
And people you're listing stuff as accomplishments what aren't, and I said I'm not. I'm saying what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you haven't done it, have you? I'm like, lad, I'm 24.
I know, but I think, do you know what? I think people completely forget that you're 24. Because you won that title at 21, you've done all this shit. You're selling out the arena in Liverpool, mate. I think people just forget your age.
A lot of people do think I'm old, especially because when I started amateur, I was only 16 when I started fighting, and then I was fighting for 15 months, and then decided to go pro. You know what I mean? And it went from there. But when I was amateur, I fought someone from Carbon, and I was meant to fight him for the belt, and he pulled out.
Yeah.
And I won the belt. against someone else, and then I had a top mate saying, "Call Rigby, don't be scared, homie." No, like what Nick Diaz had done years before, like a year before or so, and so I just done that.
Did you?
Yeah, and then I got a little bit of a follow on off that.
Oh, did you?
And like there was a thing on, I did end up fighting him, like ended up beating him.
Oh, did you?
And then there was a Cage Warriors forum, what was going back in the day, just before everything fought on Cage Warriors. But there was there was the amateur discussion on it, and the pro discussion, and everyone just put shit in the pro discussion, but I ended up putting this in the amateur, and it got like the most comments and the most views ever off one on the amateur discussion. I put I am the best amateur bantamweight in the country, does anyone dispute this? And people were like commenting names, and I was just like finding them, beating them, ticking them names off the list, know what I mean? Because I think I put it after I beat Matty Steele when I won the belt. Might have even been before that, but I think it was when I won the belt. And then I won like another 4 fights, and 3 of the names were people who were on the list. Rigby, Sam Creasy was fighting for the flyweight title on the weekend on Cage Warriors, and Danny Missing.
Yeah, I think as well, like your personality is what's helping make you a star as well, isn't it? Because you've got the talent. There's no doubt about that, and then your personality combined with that is what's sending you rocketing.
I know it is like people think it's just fighting, but it's not, because you see loads of fighters, they've got about like, and some of them are in the UFC, they've only got like 20,000 followers, you know what I mean? I've got like 68,000.
Yeah.
I'm still on Cage Warriors.
Yeah.
Imagine when I get in the UFC.
Yeah, it's going to be mad, mate.
It's going to go right up to 250 off one fight. It is, when they give me the mic and I start talking after I've just finished someone in the first round, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I know I'm going to have a fast rise in the UFC, I know.
Do you reckon?
I know I will. I'll have one like Conor.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, fast rise, win about 6 fights. I'll win like a fight, speak, win another fight, and Dana will be up my arse fast. No, will lad. I've always said it.
It's cool, mate. To be honest, you've got to have that confidence to do that, because, like you said, you know, all these people are going to give you shit, and you've got to believe in yourself, and you clearly do that. Like, you clearly do that. So I've no doubt you're going to get there, mate. And I'm looking forward to watching it happen.
I know. I just can't wait for this hand to get better, and I'm going to absolutely hurt a few people and shut others up at the same time. Yeah. No, good, mate. Well, mate, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure, mate. I know, I had a laugh.
Yeah, mate, thank you very much. I appreciate it, mate. Paddy the Baddy, cheers.